Okay, so honestly, I don't usually take these things into account, but several people did point this out to me that on Rotten Tomatoes, Divorce in the Black has received a 0%. But the thing is, there's only been 10 reviews. But then again, it's one of those things where it is noticeable. But in terms of the audience score, there are over 100 ratings, and the score from the audience is 58%, which is almost what I gave the movie in my score. If I remember correctly, I gave it like a 6.5 out of 10. I found it slightly disappointing due to the fact that there was a story there. I think the main writing sin of this film was just having Dallas be this toxic, abusive husband slash stalker. I feel like if more was done with the character, we could have had a more compelling story than what we got, which was extremely predictable. I've seen some people comment on my review talking about how, oh, well, the ending was necessary, Jeremy. We did need that violent third act. And my thing was, yeah, a lot of people compared it to Jennifer Lopez in the movie Enough. But the thing is, while the ending might seem appropriate based on the story told up until that point, the problem is dang near every single Tyler Perry movie follows the same formula. I mean, didn't we deal with this in a Mea Culpa? I mean, a little bit of a different circumstance there where it was Kelly Rowland's character against her in-laws, but at the same time, it's like, oh no, we get to a third act where the last 10 to 15 minutes is like takes place in a dark location, and there are guns going off, somebody's going to die, and it's just the same thing every time. But yeah, I definitely do not think this is the worst Tyler Perry movie ever, as some reviewers say. It's easily Tyler's worst film to date. And then the list goes on. It's like, oh, the music sucks, the acting sucks, the lighting sucks, everything sucks. And oh, okay. And then some audience reviewers on the flip side say, y'all tripping, the movie was good. I thought it was entertaining. The plot line, while nothing new, it still felt fresh and exciting and wasn't completely predictable every step of the way like most movies these days. I would have to somewhat disagree with that. I mean, if we are looking at it from the scope of Tyler Perry movies only, yeah, it is predictable. You can't say that about 99 of the movies out there now. I thought the acting was good. The visuals were beautiful. 0% on the Rotten Tomatoes score is ridiculous. I think at the end of the day, it doesn't matter what these scores, amount to. It's all about the positioning of a film on the streaming platform it's on. I mean, last I checked, I want to say maybe it was Saturday or maybe late Friday. Divorce in the Black was not just the #1 Prime Video movie, but the #1 Prime Video globally. And from there, fans, if nothing else, they are talking about that first scene that took place at the church with the funeral. I mean, even Tyler Perry shared someone who did like a little video that was a quote unquote musical of that scene, which I thought was pretty hilarious. But yeah, it's just one of those things where bump the critics. If the fans are having a good time with it, that's all that matters. And honestly, and this is just me just thinking about the funeral scene, I think Tyler, it's just, again, he knows the pulse. He knows his audience. He knows what's to put out there in terms of what's going to get, not necessarily butts in seats, but people clicking on their Prime subscription in order to watch a movie. I think that he knew that funeral scene was going to get people talking. And think about it. The movie came out Thursday of last week. And aside from the funeral scene, what else is anybody talking about? My point exactly just goes to show that he knows, like, okay, this movie for the most part is typically what they're used to. So let me throw them a curveball with this funeral scene to get them talking and, go from there. But that's pretty much my 2 cents on it. 0% score doesn't mean much in the grand scheme of things for Tyler Perry content. It's all about what the people are saying. Word of mouth from the audience means a lot more to some critics on a website. So with that being said, like and subscribe, and I'll catch you in the next video.